Hey everybody, it's Vince from Spradley Kia here in Pueblo, Colorado. I just wanted to show you guys the EX 2021 in gravity blue Kia Sorento with black interior hybrid. This is an amazing car, SUV, hybrid, the baby Telluride. I mean, it's pretty much got it all. So I mean, if you're looking for a third row SUV that a full-size adult can fit into, you no longer have to go all the way to the Telluride to do so. The new 2021 um, Sorrentos have that. So right away from the front, you have your tiger nose grill and your tiger nose lights, which are pretty cool. You have your fog lamps down there. You have your forward parking sensors down there, which are pretty cool. You I don't know if you can tell in the sun, it really does the gravity blue justice, but from my point of view here, it really does sparkle. Um, it's a really cool color. Coming around to the sides, kind of have the side profile. Pardon my shadow. It's just the time of day. This guy has the panoramic sunroof. It has the push to pop gas canister, gas cap. So if the car is unlocked, this guy will open. If you just press, it'll pop open. If the car is locked, it will not open. You have your 17-inch tires down there. Coming along to the back profile, you have the Sorento badging across the back with the rear diffusers. You also have the EX Hybrid Eco badging right there, so you can kind of tell which ones are hybrid. Now, the really cool feature about this guy is the automatic liftgate. Just down here underneath the very bottom, press and hold, she pops open. There you go. So like I was saying, third row SUV that even a full-size adult can fit into. Kind of the redesign for 2021 for the Sorrentos. They really are being kind of touted as the baby Telluride. So, I can fit back here perfectly, which I'll demonstrate here in a bit. You have the child anchor locks on the back of the captain's chairs, which is another redesign for 2021 Sorento. Um, Super cool. Even in your third row, you have captain's anchor locks back here as well. These little pull straps here, you pull the straps, you fold them down. That's where you get your cargo space, just like all the other Sorrentos in the past. You just have those little pull straps right there. Down here, see if I can get this. You have your jack kit and your battery compartment. Because again, this guy's a hybrid, so she runs off electricity. Kind of standard button up top. Press the button, door closes. Now coming along to the second and third row here. Taking a look, you have your side profile with the captain's chairs again. Very popular feature. Kind of taking a lead from Telluride. You have your 12 volt USB port and then your rear air, while your second row air. You have USB ports in all the seats, so you have one there, you have one there, just like Telluride, and then in the third row you have them as well. So, how does an adult get in the third row? Good question. If you're little, you can probably go down the aisle. I'm not little, so I have a button right there. I have a button up top. All you do is press. Oh, let's do that one more time, shall we? Press the button, seat slides forward. And then, let's see if I can do this with one hand without breaking my phone or my leg. Boom, I'm in the back. So here I am in the third row of the Sorento. Again, plenty of legroom. This guy is not pushed all the way back, but it's pushed back a little. And I have plenty of knee room. But again, this guy can come back a little bit more. Armrests. Got your armrest there. You have a little kind of pouch. And then you also have your seatbelts. Kind of cool. Here is the USB port in the third row for your left passenger. You have one on the right side as well. Now, what's really cool is you have these buttons here in the third row, or if these third rows are all the way down, you have cargo space. If you press them, it'll drop these guys here. So, let's say you're at Home Depot, you got groceries, you got something, you're by yourself, you need the second rows drop, but you don't want to go all the way around, open the door, press the button, drop the seat, go all the way back. You can just easily reach in and hit this button here, and it will drop that seat there. It drops down flat. Pretty cool. If that front passenger seats, if they're pushed all the way back, then you're going to hit some resistance, obviously, but it's not terrible. Big panoramic sunroof goes all the way back to your back passengers. I'll demonstrate that here in a bit when I get up to the front. And there's kind of another view of the cabin there. Now, okay, so you're in the third row. Everybody gets out of the car. They forget you back here. What do? Well, you can go down the aisle there again. I'm not the smallest person in the world. I'm not going to be able to probably do that comfortably. You can press the button here yourself. Seat slides forward. You have complete control. You can get out of the car, in the car. You can do whatever you want. Take a look at those cup holders too. Complete redesign. They put the cup holders in the door with their own little cubby, and that's kind of cool. So you got that on the left. Kind of got that on the right. Not bad. You got your handles there with your little hooks if you have garments to hang on there. Garments or clothes. And you got your side hooks here for your seatbelt. So you have little hooks there. You can put the seatbelt in. Let me do this with my good hand. Boom. You got little hooks for accessories. You have rear cargo shades, mats, all kinds of stuff you can get for your second and third row. All right, let me get out of here again. Probably try not to break my phone and try not to break my leg. Perfect. And then again, push this guy back. You have the little bar underneath. You can push it all the way back. Super easy, super nice. Okay, now let's get to the meat and potatoes here. Let's get to why this guy is so cool. This is the front cabin. It is a push to start. So you have your button right there. Put your foot down on the brake. Got the 80s going. Let's turn that down. Okay, it's cold here in Colorado today, so again, it'll show you that it is ready to drive. It'll show you if there's ice on the road. You got a little snowflake icon down there if you can see it. You have your lane keep assist on. It's in eco mode. It's a hybrid. Obviously, it's in eco mode. Here on the steering wheel, you have a little button here for your safety features. If you press that button, you will see the little icon for your safety features being on. Has 77 miles till empty, and it's only been driven 18 miles. So you have your power cluster on the left. It'll tell you if your car is in charge mode, in eco mode, where the power is being distributed. Then you have your standard speedometer there. The little button on the steering wheel, like the two pages, if any Kia, it'll change that center screen to settings. You can change pretty much a lot on here. This thing is averaging 22.7 miles per gallon, but honestly, it has never been driven before. It's just been from the service bay around the block, back into the lot, and then parked right here. So in the real world, it should get into the 30s, but this guy, again, hasn't been driven yet. So kind of like with any other Kia, you have your left cluster. It has your brightness control, lane keep assist, traction control, and then you can open the back gate from here as well. You have these cool redesigned vents, which are pretty nifty here in the 2021 Telluride. They redesigned this whole center cluster, this whole center cabinet. So you have your infotainment system here, and I don't know if you noticed this, but you do have a new hybrid button here on the hybrid Sorento. Press that guy, you will get a power distribution screen. So not only will it tell you the average fuel economy, but if you click on it again, you can expand it, contract it. This guy is telling you how the power is being distributed. Pretty cool. You got your center climate down here, so your directionals, blower speed, all that kind of stuff. You have these toggle switches that are physical switches now instead of the buttons. So you have the little toggles. And then what's really cool is you have driver only. So just like the Neros, if you want uh, just all the climate to go to the driver only, save power, press driver only. Helps with gas mileage and it helps, with the power. Down here you have three USB ports to charge. Then you also have a wireless phone charger in there, if you can see that guy. And then you have your heated seats. And then you have your little knob here for drive mode. So drive mode, let's pay attention here. You have Eco, obviously. You have Sport, which is, it kind of gives you a tighter transmission feel. I'm sorry, suspension feel. And then you have Smart. So that's kind of for stop and go traffic. It kind of changes how the car feels. And so you can use that by turning the little mode here. I want to keep it in Eco. You have auto hold, which is quietly my favorite feature of any Kia. I use it a lot at drive-throughs or picking up my kid from practice. You just put your foot on the brake, press auto hold, and you are thrown into a park status. So you could take your foot off the pedals. I always like to take my foot off the pedals, but when it's time to go, all you do is hit the accelerator and then you just go. I didn't think I would use it that much, but honestly, it's my favorite feature. You have the camera, so you press that guy, it activates the camera. You also have a little different angle there. Not a lot of people know that. And then obviously you have your settings down there. So you can display here different brightnesses, all that kind of thing. So kind of the one thing that I've never been a fan of, and honestly I haven't driven this guy yet, you have your Sorento badging right here. That's not what I was talking about. You have your dial. So you have reverse, drive, neutral, and then park is a button in the center, and you just turn the dial for it to go. Um, I don't know if you can hear this, but the car just went quiet. So it's in EV mode right now. So it's on, but the car just went pretty much dead quiet. You don't hear the engine any longer. If I turn the air conditioner off, it sounds like I'm just sitting in a parked car, but it is with the engine off. But it is that quiet. Coming up to the panoramic sunroof, you have your button right there. Press this guy, and she opens. Goes all the way to the third row, which I love the panoramic sunroofs and the Kias. Um, that's a big, beautiful opening. And then you have your sound diffuser right there. A lot of people think it's a bug catcher, which I guess it can be, but it's really a sound diffuser, so you didn't hear that whooshing sound. And then all you do is press the button back, and it'll close. Depending upon how you press the button, it'll open without the glass opening. It'll just open the partition. Um, It just depends upon how you do it. So pretty cool. You have your auto lights on the stick, which auto lights are always a favorite of mine. This guy even has paddle shifters for when you're in sport mode, which is really cool. And then your standard, windshield washing stick there too. So really, really cool car, guys. I haven't driven it yet. Let's actually see about driving it now. I'm just going to move my electronic seat on the driver's side only into position. Got a Kia Stinger in front of me. Foot on the brake. Switching her over to drive. And then let's just kind of see about going around the lot here for a second. Super quiet ride. I could barely tell that this vehicle is turned on. It is insanely quiet. Let's see what the radio sounds like. You have your physical buttons here. And that's what I have to deal with sometimes. That guy came right at me. Even though there's 4 different lanes, he came right barreling towards me. Weird. I can never understand people. Being in the service industry, you would think you see it all, but honestly, people will surprise you every single day. Let's park it right back up here. There we go. Didn't use an ounce of gas. Stayed on eco mode the entire time. I guess I should explain eco mode just for a bit. If you are if you are under about 30 miles an hour, give or take, depending upon the weather, you're running predominantly just on the battery. I mean, you'll use the gas if you accelerate. If you're needing a lot of power, you'll engage the gas. The gas will engage, but predominantly you're going to be on battery. In the Kia Niros, which have the same battery as this guy, I've seen people average 65. I've seen it in the 70s miles per gallon. Um, that's a lot of highway driving on that, but I've seen it. A lot of people average in the 50s to 60s on the Neros. This guy should average in the high 30s, 38, 39, even 40, according to some of the literature I've read. But well, only time will tell. This is the very first Kia Sorento EX hybrid that we have gotten, so I don't have a lot of experience with them, but it is a very, very cool car. So here I am. I need to put myself in park. What do I do? Press park. I'm in park. Park has been engaged. So thanks for watching, guys. Glad I can walk through this with you. And oh, look at that. Check rear seats. So if you guys got kids in the car and you're forgetting about them, that little guy will help you. But check rear seats will tell you what's going on. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. And I will see you guys down at the dealership. Hey, thanks.